everyone, my name is Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, and today I am doing a tag video. The lovely Leandra from Leandra the TBR Zero has tagged me in this book tag, and I'm very excited to do it because it is the Beauty and the Beast book tag. I love fairy tales. I love retellings. I love everything about fairy tales. And my favorite fairy tale and Disney adaptation of a fairy tale is Beauty and the Beast. So when I saw that Leandra tagged me in this, I was like, oh yeah, I have to do this. Absolutely have to. Also, go check out Leandra's channel. I have tagged Leandra down below. Go give her some love. She is fantastic. So go check her out. This tag has 10 books that we're going to be talking about, each one corresponding to basically a line of a song in Beauty and the Beast. So let's dive in and start this tag. The first one is Oh What a Guy Gaston, and the prompt for this is a villain you just can't help but love. And for this one, I am going to do Hook from the book Hooked by A.C. Weiss. I've read this entire duology, loved both books. In this book, it follows James Hook. James has come back from Neverland and is living in England, and he is now an elderly gentleman. And we find out about his life in Neverland as well as his life in England. And he's trying to kind of come to terms with the hook of his past, with the hook of his present, and figure out what that is. He's trying to slightly make amends for things he's done. He finds Wendy in London. It is a queer retelling, so another reason to pick up this book. It is an excellent duology. I loved both books and highly recommend both. And I also love this character. He's a flawed character, and I love how A.C. Weiss wrote this version of Hook. The second question in this tag is, here's where she meets Prince Charming, and that is a one true pairing. For me, I had to go with Jess and River from The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I think this is my favorite Christina Lauren. I love these characters and I love their relationship. Jess is a single mother of a very precocious young girl, and River is the founder and owner of a dating app that uses your DNA to figure out your compatibility with a person. River and Jess have like the highest compatibility that has ever happened on the website, and they decide to fake date because the company needs the publicity. I love a fake dating trope. I love this pairing. I love River. I love Jess. I love everything about this. This book is getting a sequel with Jess's friend Fizzy in the summer, and I cannot wait. Number 3 is I Want More Than This Provincial Life. I kind of want to sing these, but like I'm not going to sing these, but like I kind of want to. In my head, know that I'm singing these. And this is a character destined for greater things. I am going to go with Ivy Lovely from the Crowns in the Crosswalk series by D.E. Knight. I love this middle grade series. It's possibly one of my favorite middle grade series of all time. And it's kind of little known over here on BookTube. It is an indie series. It's so cute. Ivy is a scullery maid in a castle and gets kicked out. Basically, a magical creature picks her up and takes her to the Hall of Ivy, which is a boarding school for magical people, and Ivy finds out that she is magical. We also find out that she comes from a long line of royals, and somehow she has become a maid, and we find out her destiny through the 4 books. It is so lovely. I love this book and I love this world and the magical creatures and the magical school and the magical town. Everything is so lovely in this book, and all 4, I've read the whole series. Highly recommend. Number 4 is Be Our Guest. And for this one, it's a book that made you hungry. Now, I will say I had a little bit of a hard time with this one. I don't feel like books make me hungry. Like, even if there's like descriptions of food in a book, they don't really make me hungry. But recently I read The Tea Shop Mystery, the first 2 books in that series by Laura Child. And this is set in a little tea shop in the South. And they have a baker named Haley who makes the loveliest sweets, and they're described in the book and they sound amazing. Plus, at the back of the books, there are recipes for the desserts. So I will say I did definitely consider making some of these recipes, so that's why I picked it for this. This is a really cute cozy mystery series that I definitely want to continue over the next coming months. Number 5 is Beauty and the Beast. And for this, the prompt is opposites attract. And for this, I'm gonna do a book that is kind of loved or hated here on BookTube, and that is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. I liked this book. I will say you kind of have to push through the beginning of the book. The beginning's rough to get to where it's good. Also, I've heard the audiobook is not good. I did it as with just physically with my eyes, so maybe that's why I still liked it. I don't know. Our opposites in this book are Taylor and Miles. Taylor is a elementary school teacher. She is bubbly, she is sweet, she is just all those things. And Miles is a gruff bodyguard ex-police officer. He actually kind of comes off more than grumpy in the book, almost mean at the beginning. Again, the first 10 chapters, you may not love Miles, but I found once you got past that, he started to come around as he got to know Taylor, and Taylor started to infiltrate his grumpy exterior. And that's why I'm gonna put it as opposites attract, because they are the polar opposites of each other. Number 6 is, but there was something in him that wasn't there before. And the prompt for that one is a character that is more than they seem. And I'm gonna go with our main character, Kathy, from Never Let Me Go. This is a very interesting book. I read it a few years ago, so do I completely remember everything about it? No, maybe it's time for a reread. But it follows Kathy. She is about 37 years old at the time of the book being written. And it's her looking back at her time at her boarding school years at this very kind of odd school that has some very horrifying things going on at it. It is dark academia, it is horror. You never really know what's going on with these characters until the very end, and whew, there is something going on with these characters, which is why I say they're more than they seem. Because all of the students and faculty at this school is more than they seem. I can't go into why because it would spoil the book, but that is what I'm gonna pick for a character who is more than they seem. Number 7 is, I was innocent and certain, now I'm wiser but unsure. And a prompt for this is a book that changed your life. For this one, I'm going to do The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. This book was the first book that I read where I saw a character that was exactly like me. Nina is an introvert, she loves books, she has severe anxiety and social anxiety as well as generalized anxiety disorder. And I really related to Nina in a way that I've never related to a character prior to a book. I literally read the book and went, this is me. This is who I am. And for that reason, this book will always be a book that I love. Is it perfect? No. But I've never seen myself so displayed in a book before. And that's why I'm picking this book for this prompt. Number 8 is Kill the Beast. And that is a book you picked up because of the hype. And I will be forever glad that I picked up this book because of the hype. And it is Strange the Dreamer by Lonnie Taylor. I love Strange the Dreamer. Strange the Dreamer is absolutely one of my favorite books of all time. I love this world. I love the writing style of Lonnie Taylor. I love everything about this book. I cannot say enough about this book, about Laszlo Strange, and everything about this world. I love it. But I did pick it up because of the hype. I picked it up when the kind of like collector's editions of these books were going around, the box set of Muse of Nightmares and Strange the Dreamer. Everyone on BookTube was getting this collector's set and talking about it because they were hauling it. So everyone was talking about how they loved the books, decided to get the collector's editions, blah, blah, blah. I was like, why does everyone love these books? Why is everyone getting these books? And I picked up the first one and I will never regret that choice. Absolutely never. Number 9 is I'll Never Shake Away the Pain. And that is a book or moment that always makes you cry. Now, if you've been around for a minute, you'll know that I am a book crier. I cry at books. Books make me cry It's just the way it is. But a book that absolutely broke me by the end was The Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. And to be honest, Kristen Hanna has been a source of crying through many of their books. She is an author that can pull at the heartstrings. This is a World War II historical fiction set in Eastern Europe. Meredith and her sister want to know more about their mother, but their mother has always been very standoffish with them, and they don't know why. And her mother tells them the story of her young life growing up in Eastern Europe during World War II. It is heartbreaking and it is beautiful, and I love this book. And it definitely made me cry. The last prompt for this tag is How Does a Moment Last Forever? And that is a book you've loved since your childhood. This is fairly easy. I have a childhood classic that I absolutely adore, and it is The Wizard of Oz. I love The Wizard of Oz. I love all 14 books in the Wizard of Oz series. Obviously, they're not as great as they go through, but they all have a place in my heart. I love Dorothy. I love Ozma. I love the Tin Woodman. I love everyone. I love the Scarecrow, the Lion, Glinda. Oh, so many. I love the characters in this book, and I love the stories. It just makes me feel like home when I read The Wizard of Oz, and it's just like a hug. And I just love The Wizard of Oz. So that had to be what I picked for a childhood favorite. That is the end of this tag. Thank you so much again to Leandra for tagging me in this tag. Thank you for watching. What are some of your answers to these questions? Let me know down in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.